Hi, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Just going to show you how it's a little bit sad, a little bit lonely in here tonight, but it's okay. We're going to make it just fine. Oh, I wanted to show you this, I think. I love that. Okay, so just wanted to come to you for a little bit here. Certainly no professional vlogger, but want to give you some encouragement in some ways, and I'm going to give you some encouragement, and then I think I'm actually going to post. I've been asking others to send me videos of encouragement to put on Facebook specifically. And so I think after I talk for a little bit, I'm going to also post a video from Chris Leeper, which is good. I'm glad he did that, and he's got some good stuff to share for us. And so be looking for these type of videos on Wednesday nights for sure. At the end of this, I've got some questions for you to ponder, some just short kind of things to do, maybe as a family or even as an individual. So be looking for that on Wednesday nights, but then also I've been asking, like I said, others to do some videos, and I've had some others come in, and so we'll just be kind of sharing those as we go along. We talked about Sunday how this is a strange time, a really weird time, but that doesn't mean it has to be all bad. And so want to share some things with you, give you some advice. Already I'm missing people and missing everybody, and it is strange and it is weird. But also I've had time with the family, and so that's been good as well. So I want to start by showing you something that as I came up to the church, I was still kind of thinking what to share with y'all tonight, what to kind of talk about. Just wanting to encourage you. And right as soon as I pulled up, I was actually encouraged. And so I hope you don't get too seasick. I'm going to show you a picture from my iPad, okay? We'll see if we can do this. Hopefully you can see that and what that says. So that was a picture that a little girl in the neighborhood had put on one of our posts outside. And so I thought it was really cool. And so that verse, if you didn't catch it, it was Psalm 107:1. And it says, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His faithfulness endures forever." And so, it's a simple and yet incredibly profound thing to think through. And so I was so just appreciative that she put that out there. And so I just glad that she did that. It encouraged my heart, and I wanted to share that with you. And so I felt like it was like God being like, "Oh, you don't know what to say? Well, here you go." And so give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. And he is good. And so don't forget that in this time. Don't forget that if you're struggling with different things. You're not supposed to touch your face. I was touching my face. I'm sorry. He is good. Don't forget that. Don't get distracted. I talk about that all the time, about how Satan wants to distract us. He wants to lure us away from where our eyes should be. So as we talked about Sunday, keep your eyes on the Lord. He is good, and he's always good, all the time. And it says he is good. His faithfulness endures forever. And that leads kind of into the second picture. So that was one of the posts outside of the church, and then the other one had this verse on it. We'll see if you can see it. Okay. It says, it's Revelation 23:4. It says, "He will wipe away every tear from their eyes." And so it just reiterated a point that I tried to make also on Sunday. There will come a time when all tears will be wiped away from our eyes, where suffering's gone, where tribulation's gone, where trials are gone. All that just disappears, and he takes care of it all, and things are set completely right. And so I want to remind you of that again. This is temporary. We're in a temporary and a broken place, but it is temporary. It's not forever. And there will come a time where he will wipe away every tear from every eye. And so I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for hope. I've told you all before, I'm the kind of person that if I'm on a vacation, it's almost like more fun for me to look forward to the vacation. And then I start getting sad a couple days before it's over because it's almost over. And so I think it's good for us to look forward to heaven. It's good for us to look forward to that time when he's going to wipe away every tear from our eyes. And that's okay to look forward to, and I love that. And so I want to give you just a couple more thoughts just as a church body, just as people who I know care about and love the Lord. And then, like I said, I think I'm going to go ahead and post kind of Chris's video after this because it's really good. And so here's one thought that I had, and I'm going to be looking down at my notes. So we're not canceled until further notice. Like our church is not canceled until further notice. It's the physical space is maybe empty right now, but we as the church, you as individuals, me as an individual, us as a body together, we continue on. We continue on the work that we're called to. We continue on to serve. As we said on Sunday, this is a time for us to shine. This is a time for really Christ to shine through us, to give people joy, to meet practical needs, to be looking for those things. I loved it. We put out a post on Facebook about, hey, what do you need? Call us, message us, talk to the person who shared this post. It's been shared about 40 times. I'd love it to even more because I want people to know we're in a time right now when it's hard to even know exactly what the needs are. And we're talking to the local schools and we're talking to people. And so encourage people to tell you what they need. Encourage people to know that you are available, that you're ready to help. And we as a church are ready to help. You may come across a need and you say, I can't meet that need. Well, talk to us. Like, I don't feel like there should be any needs that are too big right now. At least bring it up. Let's talk about it. Let's see what God wants to do. And so we're not canceled till further notice. If you've been becoming more aware of needs around you and seeing those and starting to meet those, I just want to encourage you that don't let that stop in a few months or however long this thing goes. That's the Christian life. We're here to serve. The Bible talks about Christ being a servant. And if he's a servant, we should certainly continue to serve. Lonnie Killingsworth reminded me of this. He said, we could maybe think about, we've had this push for who is your one. Well, check in on your one during this time. Check in on what's going on with them. Check in on how you can meet needs for that person. This may be an awesome time to have some serious conversations with them about Christ, about coming to Christ, about where hope is, about why you can still have joy in this time, and about how they can still have joy in trials like this and things that are even often worse than this. So who's your one? Check in on them. Going forward, look for needs, bring them to the church. Let's talk through them. Let's see what we can do. Let's discuss those things. Continue to look for these encouragement videos. I'm trying to think of ways, and I know others are as well, for us to stay connected. Social media can be a pretty terrible thing at times, but man, I feel like it can be really, really good. We can kind of redeem it during this time and stay connected with each other. Join us online Sunday morning, 10:45. We're going to play some songs like we always do. I'm going to bring a message, and so that'll be streamed on Facebook. We're continuing to tweak that process and try to make it as good and clear as possible. So join us Sunday morning, 10:45. Look at your family as a blessing during this time. Some of you are maybe around them more than you have been in a long time. They're a blessing. Family is a blessing from God. Kids are a blessing from God. Look at ways to love on them. There are positive things that can come out of this, and so look to love on your family well. Look at them as it's opportunities, not just disruptions in our lives. Things are different. Things are weird, but look for the opportunities, not just the disruptions. Okay? So I told you I'd give you a couple things. I think I have 4 this time to maybe talk through as a family, to think through as an individual, whoever is watching this. So here they are. I would encourage you, either personally, as a family, however you want to do it, to name 20 things that you can be thankful for. 20 things you can be thankful for. It's easy to see the negative right now. Name 20 things you can be thankful for. Here's number 2. Think of one practical need you can meet for someone tomorrow. What's one practical need, and you can discuss it as a family. Think of one practical need you can meet for someone tomorrow. Number 3. Think of 2 people you can reach out to tonight or tomorrow just to check in on them, just to show them that you love them, to connect with them in some ways. I heard somebody say, I can't remember now, that they didn't really like the term social distancing. It's physical distancing, but it doesn't have to be social. We have so many ways to communicate now with each other. And then finally, number 4, I encourage you tonight and every day really pray over this situation as a family. Pray that people would be saved as a result of this thing. Pray that people would be turned back to the Lord as a result of this thing, that it would make them think about things that are serious and things that matter. So thanks for listening. I'm going to post Chris's video here in just a few minutes after I post this one. Love you all. Can't wait. I mean, can you imagine this celebration that we're going to have however long this thing goes, of when we get to come back together? I mean, it's going to be awesome, and so I'm excited about it. And I told you I like to look forward to things. I'm looking forward to that already. So love you all. Take care. Let us know if you need something. Reach out, and have a great night. Thanks.